Okay, so I have been seeing a lot of videos on YouTube about this thing called slut shaming. And also I've been hearing a lot of people calling Miley Cyrus a whore, or a hoe, or a slut, or a bimbo, or whatever. Here's the thing. Not only do I find it sexist to call a woman those names, but also I find it so stereotypical the way that people use the word. Like, people have been calling Miley Cyrus a little whore or a little slut because of the way she acted at the VMAs. Yes, I was shocked about that too. About how she acted at the VMAs. But, you know, just because she acted like that at the VMAs does not mean she acts like that in real life, you know? It does not mean she acts like that in her private life, you know? And just because you may think she's trashy, it doesn't mean she is. I mean, just because she swings naked on a wrecking ball does not mean she's a whore. You know, she could be very classy and, like, swing naked on wrecking balls every day for all I care. You know, she could be, like, in a Chuck E. Cheese girdle and then take it off at the VMAs and twerk on Robin Thicke, but yet be classy outside of the VMAs, you know? And, yeah, I like Miley Cyrus's music. She has talent. Although I was not that much of a fan of Hannah Montana, I was still a fan of Miley Cyrus because she was a great role model. You know? Yeah, although her music videos today does not make it look like she's a good role model, she probably still has class today in 2013. Britney Spears probably has no class at all because she's trying to relive her teenage years. Miley Cyrus, who is about close to my age, she's just showing that she's no longer a little girl on Disney Channel, basically. And also her music sends a message. Her music, at least, tells a story and sends a message to people out there. Unlike Britney Spears' song, "You Better Work, Bitch." And basically her song is, "You better work, bitch, you better work, bitch," and all that. And I'm like, Britney Spears' songs do not send a message like they did back in the 90s. Unlike Miley Cyrus, her songs send a message. And I am supportive of Miley Cyrus, although sometimes I do not agree with, like, the way she dresses in her music videos. I'm still a supporter. Like, I'm going to support her all the way. You know, unlike Britney Spears, I just think she needs to retire, Britney. But I mean, just because Miley Cyrus at the iHeart Music Festival basically had a see-through dress and was wearing pasties and basically wasn't wearing a bra, that does not mean she's a slut or a whore or whatever. You know? It's just her costume choice. I mean, she can be very, very classy and be a very, very nice person when she's not performing, you know? She could be very, very classy when she's not performing. Like, you don't know her, so why are you judging her? You know? I mean, Justin Timberlake, now I know this is probably a bad example because Justin Timberlake does have class, but I'm just using him as an example because I can't think of anyone else. So, say like Justin Timberlake, he dressed in a suit and tie at the VMAs. He could be like he could have been complete trash outside of the performance world. So, if you took someone like Justin Timberlake and they were like very classy when they were on stage and they were at these formal award shows, they could be like dressing like a bum on the streets outside of the performance world, or be dressing in as like trash. You know, so you need to think before you speak when it comes to people being trashy, slutty, whatever, versus people being classy and all that. Because your definition of class and trash, when you look at a person and you call them that, they're probably not that. Because a lot of people, and I'm just saying this because a lot of people have been talking about the slut shaming thing and also been talking about Miley Cyrus being a whore. You need to just keep your mouth shut about things like that because you don't know the person in general. You have never met the person. They could be completely the opposite of what you think, basically. And that even goes to like random people on the street. You may think they're trash, but really they could just dress that way and have class. I'm just saying. Think before you speak, people.